Nancy's husband always praised her for paying 80% of the house bills. She still cooked and picked the children from school even when her office was miles away. Her husband never helped her, but she overlooked it. Her friends told her she is stressing too much in her marriage, but she got offended and even told her husband, who immediately warned her to cut them off, that they will mislead her. "You're an understanding wife," Williams often said, especially in public. People admired her for that. Nancy admired him too. She admired the way he acted, burdened yet humble, how he always looked tired, like a man carrying the world on his shoulders. She will always kneel down close to him, hold his hands and pray for him. If love was giving, Nancy was generous. The turning point came one evening when William sat on the edge of their bed, rubbing his temple dramatically. "Life is hard," he sighed. Nancy looked up from folding laundry. "We'll be fine," she said gently. He hesitated, then said, "Some marriages suffer because of money issues." That was when Nancy, trying to be a good wife, said the words that would quietly bring issues in her marriage. "If my husband thinks splitting the bills will bring peace, I'm willing to do that." Williams looked at her like a man whose prayers had been answered. From that day, he perfected the art of looking broke. Every morning, he left the house stressed. Every night, he returned exhausted. He complained about imaginary deductions at work, delayed payments, shrinking salaries. He reduced his income so convincingly that Nancy never doubted him, not once. She paid the children's school fees with her money. Shopped weekly groceries only from her pockets. Renewed house rents alone. Williams only paid light and water bills. Williams praised her endlessly while she blushed happily. Williams was always there, on the couch, on the bed, on his phone, but rarely involved. When Nancy asked him to help, he never refused outright. "Don't worry, I'll handle it," he would always say, but his actions always proved the opposite. When the soup was on the fire and Nancy needed to help the children with assignments, Williams volunteered to monitor it. Minutes later, the house would fall into suspicious silence. She would rush back to the kitchen to find the soup burnt and Williams asleep on the couch, mouth slightly open, phone on his chest. "I didn't even know I slept," he'd say, rubbing his eyes. It happened too often to be a coincidence. Homework time was the same. He sat beside the children with books open, nodding seriously, until Nancy returned to find him scrolling through his phone while the children stared at unanswered questions.